Good morning students. Last class we discussed the solutions of KCET questions up to 16th. Today we will solve remaining KCET questions. In this 17th question is 5.5 milligram of nitrogen gas dissolved in 180 gram of water at 273 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure due to nitrogen gas. Pressure is 1 atmosphere, temperature is 273 Kelvin. The mole fraction of nitrogen in 180 gram of water at 5 atmospheric pressure is approximately. This is based on Henry's law. Henry's law is the mass of gas in a given volume of liquid is directly proportional to pressure. P is directly proportional to pressure. In this, amount of N2 gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, amount of nitrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure is given, that is 5.5 milligram. This is equal to 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram. And amount of or mass of gas dissolved in a given volume of liquid is directly proportional to pressure. Pressure increases, amount of gas dissolved is increases. That is, amount of N2 gas at 5 atmosphere is equal to 5 into 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is equal to 27.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram. Then we have to calculate the mole fraction of nitrogen at 5 atmosphere. Therefore, mole fraction of N2 at 5 atmosphere is equal to moles of N2 divided by moles of H2O plus moles of N2. Moles of N2, that is weight of nitrogen at 5 atmosphere, is 27.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 and its nitrogen molar mass of nitrogen is 28 divided by number of moles of water is, weight of water is 180 and its molar mass is 18 and for a dilute solution this is negligibly small. This one is negligibly small and this is for tenza and nearly it is 1. This is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 10. This is equal to 10 raised to minus 4. Correct option is fourth one, 1 into 10 raised to minus 4, because number of moles of nitrogen in the solution is negligibly small as compared with the number of moles of solvent, and this is neglected in the denominator. Correct option is fourth one. Next question is a solution of 1.25 gram of P in 50 gram of water lowers freezing point by 0.3 degrees Celsius. Molar mass of P is 94. Kf for water is 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. The degree of association of P is, from this first we have to calculate the value of I. The relation is delta TF is equal to I into KF into WB into 1000 divided by MB into WA. From this relation, first we have to calculate the value of I. The remaining data are known. They given depression in freezing point, KF value, WB is 1.25, MB is 94 and WA is 50 gram. Therefore, I is equal to delta TF into WA into MA divided by KF into WB into 1000. Here delta TF is 0.3, WA is water 50 gram into MA is 94 divided by KF value is 1.86 into 1.25 into 1000. This is almost 0.02 and this is equal to 50 into divided by 1000 into 0.02 means 20 into 1.25. This is 3 is 4 is 3 divided by 4 into this is 5. This is equal to 0.6. The value of I is equal to 0.6. It is less than 1 means the P undergo association. Association means it forms dimer. It forms a dimer. 2 P molecules associated to form P2. That is, and the value of N is equal to 2. And from these I and N we can calculate the degree of association. Alpha is equal to 1 minus I divided by 1 minus 1 by N. From this relation, degree of association of P in water can be calculated. 1 minus I is 0.6 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2. This is equal to 0.4 divided by 1.2. This is equal to 0.8. Alpha is equal to 0.8 or 80% of P associated in the water. And the correct option is first one. First one is the correct. Next question is, for an ideal binary liquid mixture. Ideal binary liquid mixture means for an ideal solution, enthalpy of mixture is always equal to 0 and volume of the mixture is also equal to 0. These are the two conditions for an ideal solution. And based on the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. The dissolution process or the formation of an ideal solution is spontaneous means delta G is always less than 0 or negative. This is for spontaneous. This delta G is negative means delta H is 0 and delta S for a mixture is increases. In mixture, delta S entropy increases. Increases means that is delta S is greater than 0. In these options, first one is wrong, second one is also wrong, third one is also wrong. Fourth one, the option is some typographical mistake. The entropy of mixture is increases, that is greater than 0, and free energy is less than 0. These two conditions are in the ideal binary mixtures. These two are the basic conditions, and for Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, entropy is less than 0, that is negative, and entropy is more than 0, and fourth option is correct one. Illenpa antandre option solve enpa andre typographical mistake agide. The delta S mixing is greater than 0. Idenpa antandre not equal. This is greater than. This solve change ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Next is how many ions per molecule are produced in the solution when more salt is dissolved. More salt is nothing but FeSO4, NH4 twice SO4, 6H2O. This is more salt. More salt is dissolved in excess of water. This is a hexahydrate compound. This is a double salt ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. This is dissolving in excess of water. Water ದೊಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ions produce ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ. FeSO4, Fe2 plus SO4 2 minus plus 2NH4 plus SO4 2 minus. These are the ions. Andre Fe2 plus 1 ion, SO4 2 ions, and NH4 2 ions. Total number of ions are 5. When more salt is dissolved in excess of water, total number of ions produced are 5. Fourth option is correct one. Next question, which of the following aqueous solution has the highest freezing point? Illenadu nodri, freezing point increases with increasing number of particles. Number of particles ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದಂಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ freezing point ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ. Other depression in freezing point decreases with increasing number of particles. Highest freezing point ಯಾವುದ್ರದೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ highest freezing point increases with the increasing number of particles. Here freezing point increases with decreasing number of particles, and depression of freezing point increases with increase in number of particles. This is the correct step. Freezing point ಯಾವಾಗ increase ಆಗ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ number of particles ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ. Depression in freezing point ಯಾವಾಗ increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, number of particles ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ. In these four options, number of particles as well as depends on concentration. Concentration ಯಾವುದ್ರದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐತೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. First one is 0.1 m NaCl. I is equal to 2 and concentration is, total concentration is equal to 0.1 into 2, this is equal to 0.2 m. Second option is 0.1 m sucrose. I is equal to 1, concentration is equal to 0.1 into 1, this is equal to 0.1 m. Third option is 0.01 m Na2SO4. I is equal to 3, concentration is 0.01 into 3, 0.03 m. Lowest concentration of solution exhibit highest freezing point. 0.01 m NaCl, I value is 2, concentration is 0.01 into 2, 0.02 m. The lowest concentration of solution exhibit highest freezing point and the correct option is fourth one. Next question is, after adding non-volatile solute, freezing point of water decreases to minus 0.186 degrees Celsius. Calculate delta TB if Kf equal to 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole and Kb equal to 0.521 Kelvin kg per mole. This is based on combination of both elevation as well as depression in freezing point. Elevation of boiling point is delta TB is equal to Kb into m, or this is m is equal to delta TB divided by Kb. This is equation 1. And depression in freezing point delta TF is equal to Kf into m, or m is equal to delta TF by Kf. From equation 1 and 2, the concentration molality is equal to delta TB by Kb and delta TF by Kf. And equating these equations 1 and 2, equating delta TB by Kb is equal to delta TF divided by Kf. Therefore, delta TB is equal to, delta TF value is 0.186. This is minus value, means delta TF is equal to TF naught minus TF. TF freezing point of pure water is 0 degrees Celsius and freezing point of solution is given in minus 0.186. Minus of minus, the value is plus 0.816 degrees Celsius. Divided by Kf value is 1.86 into Kb value is 0.521. This is tensor. Therefore, delta TB is equal to 0.0521 degree Celsius. Option number 4 is the correct for this problem. Next question is, this is a repeated question. 0.06% weight by volume aqueous solution of urea is isotonic with. Andre isotonic means we have to calculate the concentration. 0.06 means isotonic, nothing but pi 1 is equal to pi 2 or m1 is equal to m2. First we have to calculate the molarity of glucose solution. m1 is equal to w1 mw1 into 1000 divided by vml. w1 is 0.06% weight by volume in 0.06% gram of urea is dissolving in 100 ml of water. Molar mass of urea is 60. This is equal to 60 by 60 into 1 by 100. This is equal to 0.01 100 ml 60 0.01 m. 0.01 m glucose solution is isotonic with 0.06% aqueous solution of urea. Andre concentration is equal to 0.01 m glucose. Iverdu enpa antandre isotonic because m1 is equal to m2. The correct option is first one. Stop matter? Matter stop? ಈಗ ಮುಗಿದೈತ್ರಿ ಇದು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಹಾಂ ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ತೋರ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅದ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ಅದ 9:10 ಚಾಲು ಆಗಿತ್ತು ರೀ. ಹಾಂ ಅವ್ರು 8:45 8 ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀ? ಹಾಂ 8:15 ಬಂದಾರ ಇಲ್ರಿ. ಒಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆ 45 ನಿಮಿಷ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅವ್ರು. ಮಕಾಜಿ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಒಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಮುಗೀತು ರೀ ಇದು. Isotonic solution means osmotic pressures of both these solutions are same or concentration is same. In this 0.06% weight by volume aqueous solution of urea is isotonic with means first we have to calculate the concentration of 0.06% urea solution and compared with the other solution, and the concentration is 0.01 m and this is isotonic with 0.01 m glucose solution. This is also non-electrolyte and urea is also non-electrolyte, and the correct option is first one. Next question is, when an electrolyte is dissociated in solution, the want of factor is, there are 3 conditions. I is equal to 0 means neither associate nor dissociate. Neither associate nor dissociate. The solute is non-electrolyte. I is greater than 0 means solute undergo dissociation. Want of factor value is greater than 0 means dissociation. I is less than 0 means solute undergo association. In this question, when an electrolyte dissociated in a solution, dissociated means want of factor is greater than 1 or these are the equal to 1, greater than 1 and less than 1, and the correct option is second one, that is greater. For dissociation it is greater than 1, association less than 1, neither associate nor dissociate equal to 1. Next question is, which of the following is not a colligative property? Colligative property, we know the colligative properties: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. First one is depression in freezing point. This is a colligative property. Osmotic pressure is also colligative property. Elevation in boiling point is also colligative property. Optical activity is not a colligative property, and the correct option is fourth one. Next question is, osmotic pressure of a solution can be increased by, osmotic pressure of a solution can be increased by the relation of osmotic pressure is equal to M into RT. M is nothing but concentration. Pi is directly proportional to concentration in terms of molarity, and pi is directly proportional to absolute temperature. In this option, increasing the volume of the vessel independent, increasing the temperature of the solution. Temperature of the solution increases, osmotic pressure is also increases. Second option is the correct for this question. Next question is, the want of factor I accounts for. Want of factor is extent of association or extent of dissociation. Association ಅಥವಾ dissociation ಆದರಷ್ಟೇ want of factor define ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. In these, the extent of solubility, this is not the correct answer. Extent of dissociation, this is the correct option. Dissolution is not a correct option for want of factor, only dissociation, that is correct option is second one. Neither, if the solute is associated or dissociated in the solution, then we define want of factor, and want of factor on account for extent of dissociation of solute in the solution. Second is the correct answer. Next one is, when the pure solvent, that is a typographical mistake, pure solvent diffuses out of the solution has highest freezing point. 1 minute, the statement itself is wrong. Statement is, when the pure solvent diffuses out of the solution through the semi-permeable membrane, through the semi-permeable membrane, then the process is called, this is the statement. Question is, when the pure solvent diffuses out of the solution through semi-permeable membrane, this process is called. Options: dialysis, osmosis, sorption, and reverse osmosis. Generally, osmosis is nothing but the flow of solvent molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration. But here, pure solvent diffuses out of the solution. Solution to solvent is diffusing through semi-permeable membrane, means the reverse of osmosis is nothing but reverse osmosis. This process is called reverse osmosis, and the correct option is fourth one. Next question is, which of the following aqueous solution has highest freezing point? Highest freezing point. Highest freezing point means lowest number of particles. Lowest number of particles. Freezing point increases with decrease number of particles. Decrease in number of particles, freezing point increases. Here first one is concentrations are same, 1 molar solution. First one is Al2SO4 thrice, I value is 5. Second one is BaCl2, I is equal to 3. Third one is AlCl3, I is equal to 4. Fourth one NH4Cl, I is equal to 2. The lowest number of particle of solute exhibit the highest freezing point, and option 4 is the correct one. Next question is, which of the following aqueous solution should have highest boiling point? Highest boiling point means highest value of I or number of particles. Here I is equal to 2, here I is equal to 2, and here I is equal to 3, and here I is equal to 2. And maximum number of particles exhibit highest boiling point, and option 2 is the correct answer for this. Next question is, isotonic solutions are solutions having the same, isotonic means same osmotic pressure or same concentration or same number of particles. Third option is the correct one. Isotonic solutions having same osmotic pressure, and the correct option is third one. Next is, relative lowering of vapor pressure of a dilute solution of glucose dissolved in 1 kg of water is 0.002. The molality of the solution is, that is not a molality of the solution is. Relative lowering of vapor pressure P0 minus P by P0 is equal to XB, and for a dilute solution XB is equal to NB by NA, and relative lowering of vapor pressure is 0.002. This is equal to WB by MB divided by WA by MA. Therefore, we have to calculate the molar mass of non-volatile solute. WB is equal to, MB is equal to WB into MA divided by 0.002 into WA. This is equal to, WB is dissolving in, what is the glucose, that is, first we have to calculate WB. WB is equal to 0.002 into MB into WA divided by MA. This is equal to 0.02 into MB, molar mass of glucose is 180 into WA is 1 kg, that is 1000 grams. Then MA is water 18, 10. This is equal to WB is 20 gram. WB is 20 gram. Then from this value we have to calculate the molality of the solution. M is equal to WB MB into 1000 divided by WA, 20 divided by 180 into 1000 divided by WA is 1000. This get cancelled. 1 by 9, this is equal to 0.111. The correct option for this is first one, 0.11. First option is the correct one. Next question is, a non-volatile solute A tetramerizes. Tetramerizes means 4A associated into A4. Therefore, N is equal to 4. Tetramerizes in water to the extent of 80% means this is the degree of association is 0.8. 2.5 gram of A is dissolved in 100 gram of water, lowers the freezing point by 0.3 degrees Celsius. The molar mass of A in mole per liter is, molar mass is calculated. Here N value is 4 and alpha is 0.8, and from these values first we have to calculate the want of factor. Alpha is equal to 1 minus I divided by 1 minus 1 by N. From this relation, degree of association is calculated, and we know the degree of association, that is 0.8 or 80%. 1 minus I is equal to alpha into 1 minus 1 by N. Alpha is 0.8, 1 minus 1 by 4, this is equal to 0.8 into 3 by 4, this is 0.2, 0.6. 1 minus I is equal to 0.6, therefore I is equal to 1 minus 0.6 is equal to 0.4 is the want of factor. From this want of factor we have to calculate the molar mass. The relation is MB is equal to I into KF into WB into 1000 divided by delta TF into WA. I is 0.4 into KF value is 1.86 into WB is 2.5 gram into 1000 divided by delta TF is 0.3 into MA is 100 gram. This is equal to 2.5 to this is 0.4 into 2.5 into 1.86 divided by 0.3. These two multiplying will get 1 into 1.86 by 0.3. This is equal to 18.6 by 3. This is equal to MB is divided by into 10 raised to 10. This is equal to 60 gram, and the molar mass of this is 62. This one is 0.3, 1.86 divided by 0.3 means 62. that is option number 3. Then last question is a solution A contains acetone dissolved in chloroform and solution B contains acetone dissolved in carbon disulfide. The type of solutions from Rolle's law shown by solution A and B respectively. Solution A, the components are acetone and chloroform CHCl3, and component B, solution B contains components acetone and carbon disulfide. These are the examples for non-ideal solution, and first one is, this is an example for negative deviation and this one is positive deviation, and correct option for this is A is negative and B is positive. Second option is the correct one, and this completes the solution CET solution topic, and in the next class we will continue another topic. Thank you.